doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and I will be opening something for you today. We are doing a What's in the Box Wednesday. I believe this is episode 56. I probably should have checked that, but let's call it episode 56, airing on, it looks like, May 1st. So May 1st, nice. Spoiler, I'm filming this a little bit in advance, and I'm gonna post it on May 1st, but here we go, guys. Last week we did a nice baseball box. It was a 1985 Donruss. I hope to get something like that again for a next or future episode. But today, because we did something so mainstream, I decided to go completely off the beaten path today. And we're going to do Buffy the Vampire Slayer collectible card game. Now, this is a full box of individual what's it called? Decks. They have villains decks and they have heroes decks. Now, what I don't know is a lot of times with these collectible card games, if I get two heroes decks and I open both of these, there'll be exactly the same cards inside. We found that out with the DC Overpowered boxes. You know, there was 3 different type of sets. So after opening 3 or 4 of them, I had every card that I could have. So we stopped. Same thing may happen here. We have 5 villain decks and 5 hero decks in the box. And it seems that when I bought these a decade plus ago, I don't know, that I opened 1 of the villain decks and 2 of the hero decks. There's no wrapper around them. So I don't know if I did exactly what I'm about to do here and say I opened a second hero deck and it was the exact same card, so I stopped. So we're going to open the ones I have opened and see, but we're going to go a little further than just those 3. And then if they're the same, if I have 3 hero decks that are exactly the same and 2 villain decks that are exactly the same, then we will stop because it's better to have them sealed and try to resell them that way. But we are going to relook. I'm going to see if there are any cards that I personally would like to keep in my personal collection. Anything I'd like to send off to get graded, whether it be next level graded or PSA graded. I could see both of those things being a thing for me. Spoiler alert, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is my all-time favorite television show. I think it is the greatest show ever written. That and Angel, combined together, I think it's a great universe. I think Joss Whedon is a genius as a writer, no matter what your political views on him or social views on him is. But I think that his content is great. So we're going to open this great, I don't know if the game is great, but the content that it's coming from is. So I'm a big fan. We're going to open this on What's in the Box Wednesday. And we're going to see. I have tons of characters and shows and episodes that I love from this, and I just can't wait to see what's in these boxes, even though, theoretically, a decade ago, I already looked into them. So, here we go. We got the Class of 99 booklet that comes to teach you, and it looks like you got some kind of a 2 or 3. They send how to play stuff. Just like with the DC universe, I'm going to keep 1 or 2 of those just to look into it. But here is the game. So what I'm seeing already is it looks like it says do not shuffle. And that's because if you're intro to play, this is it'll take you through the game and teach you how to play by doing it, so you don't shuffle. So it knows what cards are coming. And on top of it, it looks like there's a little cellophane pack with extra cards in it. My assumption is all of these are going to be the same, and all the cellophane ones are going to be different. Now, we're not going to play the game. We're not planning on playing the game, so we're not going to shuffle either, but we are going to go through the cards and put them out of order, obviously. So here's your don't shuffle card. That is nothing. Let's see what we end up with. We have an action that has Buffy on it. Resources. Let's see. Most of these, just because they have a character doesn't mean they'd have to be something a little more, I think, to get me to grade them. But I'm not sure. We got Giles on the bottom and Buffy. Knowledge is power. We got Wesley Wyndham Price in season 3. Testosterone, Cluck Cluck from Giles. And you got Buffy, Manic Depressive Chick. These are all from episodes. As soon as I see the card, I know what episode and what they're talking about. Tranquilize. This is Doppelganger Willow there. All's Well That Ends Well. Human. You see, here's one that I would... Faith. That is not like those. This is a character card. This one is one... I don't know that I will get it graded, but it's one that I would consider. I'm going to stick it in a grading sleeve and a top loader. It's a very basic card, but, you know, there's a fandom out there, and there's definitely a fandom for Faith. Elijah Dushku is a beautiful young lady and a great actress. I've met her in person. She's very sweet, and so we're gonna see about that one. Then right underneath it is Buffy. I have never met Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's on very high on my want to meet list of the celebrities from the show. I've met a lot of them. Went to conventions to meet most of the characters. Well, most is a lot of the characters. I've never met Buffy. I've never met Angel. I never met Giles. And I've never met Willow. But I've met a lot of most of the other ones. So, there's Buffy. Then we're back to this. We have Spike. Drive Like Crazy. There's a Wesley Wyndham Price. And as much as he ends up being my favorite character, I don't want that one. Young, Fast, and Hot-Blooded. This is from Band Candy. Here we got a Eliminate Vamps. Basic Vamps card. There's a Telepathic Block with Angel on it. Here's another Buffy that I might consider. Let's see what this one says. Oh, and underneath it is another Buffy. Buffy Summers, Hero Slayer. Hero Slayer. There's two with two different pictures. We're going to put these up here. I'm not even going to sleeve them yet. We'll see how often that shows up. Same with the Faith. Those seem... Obviously, these action cards and stuff like that are not going to get graded. These are just, you know, things that happen. Now, if I knew enough about the game... Like Magic, for example, there are cards like that would be worth grading, but I don't know enough about it. So we got to go Senior Prom, Hair Flip, Full On Monster Fighting with Snyder there. There is Faith in Season 3. Knife Practice when they're hunting them down at the prom. Don't Get Killed. Group Support with Cordelia. There is the Neat Freak, the Mayor. Night Day. Day, night, night, day. I wonder if the cycle of time is part of the game, and with using that card, you can change it from night to day or vice versa or something like that. Spring Madness. This is also a prom one when they have the Hound Dogs. Beauty and the Beast. There's Xander, One Man Army. Lunch Special, when the lunch lady is trying... That's when Buffy can read minds. Homecoming. That's the one with the guy with things that were coming out of his arms. It was Homecoming, it wasn't Prom. Gingerbread, when they try to burn Willow for being a witch. But Willow and Buffy. A Thing, there's Oz. Class Protector, that's one of the best moments of the show. Demon Hunting. Fat Guy in the Water. Morality Lecture, there we're back to burning Buffy at the stake. Slayer's Handiwork. Percy West. Wow, Percy got a card. That is one of Buffy's short-term exes, as is Scott Hope. There's a Faith. We're going to put Faith up here. Jonathan Levingston. Wow. I'm going to even put him up here. There's Xander. We're definitely going to get the Xander. Get the Xander graded. Now, I got to decide, and it'll also depend on what we... I'm not going to make the decision until I open more packs. But I do believe that these are probably going to be graded for me in next level grade packaging. I will say that putting some of these in PSA does lend pretty heavily onto the low population count. I highly doubt that Balthazar's Amulet, Disturbing Features. I highly doubt there's a lot of these PSA'd. So if I could PSA them and get them at a high grade, it looks nice in the display even if I never sell it. Charming, Unknown Outcome, Want, Take, Have. That's when Faith kills the guy by accident. Love Tattoo, Tranquilizer Gun, Faith's Knife, plays a big part in the series. Homecoming Queen, Warding, April Fool's Dress Shop, Faith's Motel, Location, Garden Shed, Sporting Goods Store. Location should have been, one of them should have been the bronze. And Off My Game. Alright, so that's the deck. Alright. The important thing is, when we go through the second one, we'll get to see if that's exactly the same. And that will determine PSA or whatever, or maybe I'll send one to each. But let's open this little plastic one. I suspect that those will all be the same in every box, in every pack. But these will be what's different. So. And if these are different, then we'll open all of them. We'll see what we can get. So, starting off with Hero Willow Rosenberg. Again, not again, but this is definitely one that we're going to grade. Love me some Willow. And then the next one is a die-cut Willow with like a gold logo. We're definitely going to grade that one. Die-cut human. Oh, Terra on the back. Very cool. It's a Willow and Terra combined card die-cut. Actually, now that I look at it, I think it's a Terra card. I mean, it's still a Terra Willow die cut, but the number for the card is on the back. Is 243, I think is what that's saying. Unless that's a symbol and I'm getting it wrong, it doesn't show that on this side. Oh no, it's how many little purple things. This one's just one, and that one's 2-4. Okay. Still, we're gonna definitely get that one graded. Again, depending, well, probably either way, but that card's also a little thicker. you go. Then we got this one. You could see it's chrome. A chrome item, symbol of Anyanka. Oh, it's the wish. Yeah, we're going to send that one off to PSA. That's one of my favorite things. Her necklace. If it isn't for the destruction of that necklace, we never get Anya as a regular character. And it's chrome, so we'll do that. Then we got Maggie Walsh, which we're not going to get her. So that's the one that we didn't care. Pick up and slay. Play Buffy the Vampire Slayer the game. Exclusively for X. Oh, I've actually owned that. I actually own that. It's not here. I pointed to where it used to be. It's not there. All right. So that's pretty good. In one box, we got 6 that I'm definitely going to grade in some way. And an additional 5 that are characters or whatever that I'd consider as I get more information. So we're just going to leave those up here. And we're going to open the villain pack, which should be completely different. And then we'll open the other Buffy pack. Oh, nope. I grabbed the other Buffy pack. I'll have the villain pack first. Could be completely different. Now, I've seen these packs online. The box that I have, the full thing like this. And they go for hundreds of dollars. I say go for it. They're trying to sell them for that. I don't know if anyone's buying them. But that's what, it's hundreds of dollars to get it. And I've seen that because I've been looking to see, not to sell this, but to see how much I'd get, how much it would be cost to buy more. If all of these are different, if these plastic things are all different, and there are more cards, if I'm going to be able to find more cards like this in there, then I might be willing to buy more. But we'll have to see. All right. We got, again, the booklet and the papers and all that extra stuff. And here is the cards for the deck. This is the heel deck, the bad guy deck. Always wrestling. Everything's wrestling. And here is the plastic cards here. We got the plastic cards. The cards in plastic there. So, do not shuffle. Let's see what we start with here. We got the do not shuffle card. Then we've got Buffy. Now, let's, I guess I should fan these out to see if they're the same cards as the other one. This is the same card. So it's the exact same card. I will put this now up here in the deck of maybe worth grading for later, because I'm not going to grade more than one of them until I grade the first one. We'll see. Wesley, when the price, it looks like it's the same stuff. Drive Like Crazy. There's the other Buffy. They're just in a different order this time because they set it up as theoretically you guys have the same decks. You just shuffled differently, even though you're not shuffling them. They mocked you shuffling them differently. So there's the two faiths. So yeah, let's pull out all the same cards real quick, so that when you went through and it told you now play this, now play that, they knew exactly how the game would play out, so you would understand. Oh, Lover's Return. That's a different one. Okay, they aren't completely the same, but that's a different one. So is Bring Me My Amulet. Return of the First. Slayer Fest. Hell's Angel. Fairy Tales Are Real. That's from the Burn Down. See, I saw this one and I was like, I don't remember that card, but I must have just went past it too quick. Tutoring, but that's definitely wrong. So the first half where all of these are different. So that's kind of cool. The second half, Garden Shed is different. Boiler Room. Face Hotel is the same. Mobile Tracking System, that's from the Homecoming, I should say. Quality Rage, we saw some on that, but not that one. Black Hat, same thing. We're getting cards from the same. Caught on Off Guard. We're getting ones from the same Hidden Allies. That's a good fun episode. From the same episodes, but different things. We saw Hellhound. We saw a different type of Hellhound. There's Hansel and Gretel. Pat, who dies and becomes undead. Tucker, that is Oz's friend, and he's dating Cordelia for a little while. There's another Fate we didn't get in the first one. There's Trick. The Harbingers, that's for the first evil. Illuminati Swords. Living Flame. Balthazar's Amulet, we got that in the first deck. Same with the Disturbing Features and the Love Tattoos. And the Tranquilizer Gun. Unknown Outcome. Invulnerability. Spells, Curses, and Whammies. Alright, so yeah, there were a few different cards there. I'm not sure if I'd say there's enough to open a whole nother deck for if the plastic cards are the same. I suspect, though, that they're different. But what will happen is we'll then open the rest of the decks. We'll open all 10, but only do the plastic cards after the third one, if we don't see any difference of those two decks. I don't want to risk damaging the card just because I can't get my hands on the plastic. So we'll do that real quick. And then I'll put my hands back in. Got a pair of gloves coming, updated because these gloves worked well for a long time, but they're getting older and losing some of their grip, and I don't want to risk damaging the cards as they get older, so I'm upgrading my cards. Richard Wilkins is the Mayor. We're not going to grade that one, but that's kind of cool. There's another The Mayor. That one is, I bet this is two-sided with Faith. Nope, it's two-sided with Kathy the Demon that cuts her toenails and they grow. But it is a die-cut card with the gold logo. So we will look into that as well. Then here's our seemingly one. So there's the Pick Up and Slay. We don't care about that. We got a Willow card, which is absolutely going to get graded. And a Bad Girls Part 2 result. If your Slay defeats a supporting character, place the character in the crypt, cancel. You do not have two Slays. So this is another Chrome card, but honestly, it's an episode, and I don't think that it's as cool as the other one. We're not going to grade that one. We are, however, going to do the Willow. We're going to do the Willow. All right. Now, let's grab the third one that I had already opened and quickly thumb through the deck. And then once we thumb through the deck... the deck isn't even open. The other two decks were open. This one, the deck isn't open. And I can tell you right now, plastics are different. Here's Angel right there. So when we open this, I don't see any reason why these decks wouldn't be different because it says, do not open, do not shuffle, I mean. And if the whole point is we get the only way that this part of the deck wouldn't be different, would be different, is if they, each one of these, they went and made a different... See, but then how would you do the villain set? It's got to be exactly the same. It's got to be exactly the same. So, let's see. It's gonna if it's laying down Buffy, and then she's laying down. No, it's in a different order. It's weird. Oh no, it's in the same order. Maybe not. Yeah, it's in the same. This one was first in the good guy deck. This is the same order as the bad guy deck was in. Cluck, cluck, Tranquilizer, there's Faith. Alright, so Percy, Xander, put the other Xander there. It's got Hope. Yeah, this is all the same. locations, the same locations, off my game. Okay, yeah, we're not going to go too far into this. I know that I can find any card I want if I wanted to. We're just going to open the plastic. So what I'm going to do is, real quickly, I'm going to take my gloves off. And I'm going to open the other, what I got, 7. I'm going to open these 7 and just pull out the plastics. And then open the plastics and then put my gloves back on to reveal. So. What we should do is we should be doing them this way so you guys can't see the answer yet. But there's 1, 2, we should have 8 total. Let's not stack them there. See, and this is what I was talking about. This might be worth me buying. I mean, I highly doubt that. Money-wise, it's definitely not worth it. But if I can find a good deal on these, to get more of these other cards in the envelopes. So I saw that box, that package I just opened, and the package I previously opened had the same top card on it. So when I do these, I'm going to make sure that I'm opening 2 of these that have the same top card back to back. And we're going to see if once the top card is the same, if everything underneath the top card is the same. That could be another way to tell. That's a new one. So lots of differing things here. I've had this for so long and I've wanted to open it and play it, and then I think when I did way back when look into it, I was like, that one's already been done. But now these cards, I think getting some of these cards graded, I'll really enjoy having. Just the best TV show of all time and some of my favorite television characters of all time. I do think I'm leaning towards next level, obviously. Although some of them I will get PSA'd. Like I said, just to put in the case. I think that the uniqueness of them, like those R2-D2 or Darth Maul cards that from my Young Jedi, you know. Alright, so then we're going to take these and we're just going to, not going to open, we're just going to open them enough so I can not have a problem opening them with my gloves. That one didn't work right down the line. There we go. That should do it. All right, perfect. So I have 8 more of these to open. That'll definitely make it shorter than having to go through each one of the decks. Let's slide them to the side. Start with that one. Fingers crossed. Let's get some good stuff. Here we go. Alright, this one's starting off with a Faith card. I don't believe it's the same Faith card. Nope, I don't think so. I know there's a couple different Faith cards I've gotten. But nope, this is a new one, so we will put that in the Get Graded. That one, however, is, well, it is the same one, except that is just printed gold. That is a logo gold. We're definitely going to do this one instead. It's the same card, 246, but that one's got the gold logo instead of just printed on the card. So this one is 100% getting graded. Oh, that's because it's one of the die cut cards. And on the back, you have Adam. It says Cyborg. It should say, oh, Adam's up there. Adam is a cyborg. Yep. All right. So that's kind of cool. It is the same front, but that's the die cut card. We'll probably get every die cut card. Our Ascension. This is our Chrome card here, and it's the mayor turning into the snake demon. And then here's Bad Girls Part 2. We got this card in the other one, but this was our Chrome card. This time it's just a regular card. So I do not think we're going to do the Ascension either. Alright, let's try this again. I know I ripped it. It's open right there. The whole thing's open. There we go. So the top card is Angel. I saw that there was another pack. I think, or maybe this is the same one. All right, so I'll throw that away. We got Angel. We're gonna get that one graded as well. And there's the Angel die cut. Help of the Merry Men. This is them in the library, Giles and then Been There, Killed That is just an extra card. We're not going to do the Merry Men. For me to do it in the Chrome card, it's got to be something. It's got to be it's got to be an item. Like if we got Faith's Night Chrome, that would be okay. It's got to be an item like that. The Slayer thing in season 7, her axe, things like that would be okay, but not just a scene unless it's a legendary scene, or it has to be a person. There we go. Hero Xander. Nice. That one's getting graded, definitely. And our die cut is also Xander. And that's the second time. It was Angel and Angel, so I think maybe that's always planned. The backside of Xander is, you know what? Let's see what this one is real quick. Mask of Mabani. That's the one that turns Pat into a zombie thing. And then the backside is Anya. I was hoping it was Anya. Anyanka. Makes sense. The backside of Willow was Tara. But then the other one, there are other ones. Oh, and we got Help of Merry Men again. That's twice. We got the same silver card. Oh, no, it wasn't the silver. We got the silver, and then we got a regular version. Okay, well, that's not bad. All right. But yeah, I would have liked some of the die cuts, like Angel. The backside of Angel should have been something better than... Oh, I didn't even look. It's Spike. Oh, that's definitely getting graded. That's my guy. Love me some Spike. Didn't even look at the back of Angel. Alright, so here's a Buffy one. And I don't remember if we got a Buffy one before or not. But we do have another Buffy one. So we'll see if that's the same. Buffy is Buffy. And the back of Buffy was Riley. Interesting. We did not get a Buffy before, so there we go. Buffy and Riley. Been There, Killed That is the silver. And an Angel. That Angel is going to get graded. Those are both going to get graded. Not the Been There, Killed That, though. And the Buffy Riley. Okay, so I can see that. It's like on the back side of Buffy is Angel. If you put Buffy Angel, I guess you could have put Spike and Cordelia. Spike and Drusilla or something. but I don't know if they're mixing good guys and bad guys. The back of Faith was Adam, and it should have been the mayor. I don't know. Hold on. But yeah. I don't know who made. Here's the other Buffy. So like I said, I knew we got two that looked exactly the same. Let's see if it's completely the same, or if it's just it starts Buffy and Buffy, Buffy and Buffy, and Buffy's back is Riley. Oh, nice! And then we got a silver Buffy and a Vamp Willow. That's the best pack we've gotten. And no, it's not the same. Yes, the first two cards are the same. The first card and the second cards absolutely match up. The last two cards, one is a chrome and one is just a regular add to your deck, and those don't. That was the best pack we got. Lots of Buffy. We're going to be... I may, once I send off my grade thing, I may send an all Buffy, not all Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all this one complete thing, the PSA of all Buffy cards, and get those all graded at the same time. See what we get. Alright, Christos is the vampire that's tracking Faith. And we got Krikosko. I can't say his name. It doesn't matter. Want, Take, Have is a silver. There we go. We get a Cordy. We'll do that. And the back of this one should be Trick. Maggie Walsh. You see, Maggie Walsh should be on the back of Adam, who was on someone else. I don't even remember who was on the back of Adam. Buffy Riley. Anya Xander. Willow Tara. Yeah. I mean, this either should have been Kakakostos with Trick, or Kakakos with Faith, or Kakakos with Kakatos. I can't. It's been so long since I've watched it. That's what it's telling me. It's been a while since I've watched it. I need to go back and watch it. There's the mayor. So this should absolutely be Faith on the other side of the mayor. And I feel like we've already done the mayor. We have. This is the Tento D. This is the ceremony to get him, and the initiation into the group. That's right, Xander. That's funny. And the back of the mayor is the demon. Yes. The mayor, and the back of that is... Oh, here's the Faith one. I just didn't see it. On the back of the Faith is Adam. So Maggie should have been with Adam. Faith should have been with the mayor, or should have been with Krakatos. We're not going to... Well, it's a die cut. I already got one. I probably don't send them both, but for the sake of whatever... Alright, final one here, guys. Final one. So when we see the first card, I suspect we have them all. Although we haven't seen a Cordy. So I don't know if Cordy is going to be with Oz, which would be silly. Or Wesley. Cordy with Wesley. Wouldn't kind of make sense, I guess. Here's Trick, which means we get Trick. And then Trick is with someone. And who is Trick with? Trick is with Harmony. Again, I'm not sure the Day of the Ascension. And bored now. Nice. Alright. I'm not going to Trick and end Harmony. No one cares. Alright, guys. That was actually really cool. A lot of fun. I've got this mini stack here of... I might send these in, but I already have a version, or it's Jonathan, so maybe not. So I don't even have those sleeved yet. I have a stack of sleeved just because I didn't have top loaders over here, but these will all be top loaded and go, as well as these are already top loaded. And this is the one chrome that we got that I think is worth doing, is Anyanka's necklace. I wish we would have got a few more chromes that were worth it. Oh yeah, we got a second Chrome that was worth it, and that was the Buffy. I just don't have it. The Buffy Chrome is probably the best card. But yes, I will be grading a good portion of those. Again, that has to do with my nostalgia and the fact that it's my favorite TV show of all time. But when it's all said and done, those will be graded, and we'll see how it works. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Next week, it'll be something baseball, football, basketball. I'm not sure what yet. I'll see if I can get something between now and then. If not, I have a few fallback things that I can do on last minute's notice. But you guys take care. If you like, do all the stuff. You know the stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And we'll see you next week. And while you're waiting for it, watch some sorting videos. I'll see you then.